movie night tonight, so I'm going to be making some homemade caramel popcorn. So I've got my popping kernels, and then I do the caramel on it. That's got, I think, butter, golden syrup, and sugar or honey or something. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. This is my trusty recipe book that I've had since I was a young girl, and I write down all my favourite ones, so the caramel popcorn one is in here. So I'm running low on popcorn, but ideally you'd have like 90 grams. So I'm going to have to change it a little bit based on how much I have. So let's see. I've got 77 grams of popcorn. So I think I'm just going to stick with the sauce, the same ratio, and have a bit of extra sauce. It's just a bit easier. So I'm putting that in the pan. I'm going to put some oil in it. I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to start popping the popcorn, and I'm giving it a shake every now and then. So while the popcorn is heating up, I'm going to put 110 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 3/4 cup of sugar in my other saucepan. Got all my ingredients for the sauce in this saucepan, so I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to mix it until it's all combined. Still not popping the popcorn. It's starting to pop. One of them flew out onto the floor. Hear that? It's pretty fun. I'm running out of space in this saucepan, so I'm just going to quickly take a few out and put it back on the stove. It's also a good chance to check for any unpopped kernels. You can either put them back in or put them in a bin, otherwise you'll break a teeth. So it sounds like they've stopped popping, so I'm going to take them off the stove before it burns and then put them in the pot. The popcorn. There's still a few unpopped ones which are really hot, so you might want to wait for it to cool before you take them out. That's our popcorn. Now we're doing the sauce. So the butter's all melted. I'm going to keep stirring it until the sugar's dissolved, and then I'm just going to let it boil for a bit. I'm just putting away some dishes from yesterday while I am getting this ready. So sugar still hasn't dissolved, so I'm going to keep Sugar's dissolved, so I'm going to stop stirring it now and just let it boil. I'll give it 5 minutes to start with, and then we'll check it. I'm going to put it on a lower temperature as well so it doesn't burn. So the mixture's starting to change colour, so I've got to keep a bit more of an eye on it now just because I don't want it to burn, which means that it's almost ready to put on the popcorn that I've got here. One way to check if it's ready is I've got a little teacup of cold water and I'm going to put a drop of the caramel sauce in there, and it should go hard. That's what we're waiting for. So sometimes it'll still be like soft, but I want it to go hard. So I'll just give it a tiny bit of a stir and then just let some fall in there. So now it's hit the cold water. Hopefully it's how we want it to be. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that. So it's still like stretchy, so I want it to be hard, so I'm gonna wait, let it boil for a little bit longer. Still tastes good though. Okay, I can still changing colour, it's getting a bit darker, so I'm going to try a little drip again. Getting there, it's definitely harder. Maybe just like 1 more minute. Alright, so I reckon it's ready. This next part you've got to be quick because the minute it cools down, the sauce is going to get solid. So, which means it'll stick on there. And so I'm going to spread it on the popcorn and then stir it all around as fast as I can. And it is really hot, so don't get the caramel on your body. I should have used the wooden spoon to do this because this is so floppy. It's hasn't really been great to stir it, but it's getting there. There is my popcorn. Now I'm going to let it cool and then it's ready to eat. Yum.